Oh yes, Football Manager 2022 is here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at what's new for international management in FM22. Yes, hello there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Dodgy Gamer, and before we take a look at what's new in the world of international management on the new game, a quick reminder, this is your one-stop shop for all things international management on Football Manager. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, get the bell on for notifications so you don't miss any of the international action. I've set myself a small goal ahead of the full release of the game. I want to get to 1,500 subscribers. I'm very close to that at the moment, so if you haven't subscribed already, hitting that button would be much appreciated. Now onto the video itself. I've had a look at Football Manager 2022 from an international manager's point of view. What's new? What's different? What have we got to look forward to? Well, as you can see here, I've holidayed through up to 2026 to have a look at the different competitions in action. I've also taken over a nation just to see how that plays out, and I'm going to tell you what I found out today. First of all, we have a new competition. The International Arab Cup, known in real life as the FIFA Arab Cup, is in the game. This is a tournament scheduled to take place in late November and into December this year and features 16 nations from the Arab world, covering the Middle East and North Africa. Now, it will be hosted by Qatar as a kind of warm-up for the 2022 World Cup, and it looks an interesting competition to manage in. 4 groups of 4, top 2 going through to quarterfinals and knockouts from there. My kind of competition. I have checked ahead to 2025 to see if it comes up again ahead of the 2026 World Cup. As you can see, it's just a one-off. However, it does happen so close to the start of a regular game. You can see here the final is played on 18th of December, that you could easily have a couple of attempts at this without having to spend too much time getting to the final. Now we see in my simulation, the final was contested by 2 North African teams. They would be interesting teams to take over, actually, if we take Egypt as an example. So they will compete, of course, in the Arab Cup, but then directly afterwards, in January, they will go on to the African Cup of Nations. So this is great for international management fans, 2 tournaments in quick succession, although I imagine it wouldn't be so great if you're managing Liverpool and you lose Mo Salah for like 3 months in the middle of the season. My other recommendation to manage for this competition would be the hosts themselves, Qatar, because not only will they compete in the Arab Cup in 2021, they will of course host the World Cup in 2022, just 1 year later, although in this particular simulation they didn't do too well. And then as we continue into the summer of 2023, see Qatar get another major competition as they play in the Asian Cup of Nations. And the fun doesn't stop there. Advance to 2024 and you'll find Qatar as a guest nation at the Copa America. So there you go, there's 4 major tournaments you could take Qatar to within 3 years of starting the games. Definitely worth checking out. In fact, I think I may have just revealed my YouTube beta save. Now, while we still do have the Asian regional tournaments in the game, unfortunately the African ones are not here, and that's despite the fact that the COSAFA Cup, the CSAFA Cup, those both took place in real life just this past summer. We also don't have any of the Caribbean competitions, but don't worry about that. As soon as the FM22 editor comes along, I'll have you covered. Now here, there's not a new international competition, but there is a new opportunity to build a nation, which I know is a popular way for people to get involved in international management on Football Manager, and that is with the addition of the Latvian League to the game. So this means you could set a game up, take over one of the teams. I know there's only 7 here at the moment, but apparently in the second season this will expand to 10. But yeah, you could take over a team, one of the bigger teams in the country like Riga. You could build up their facilities, get those youth facilities up so they start churning out those regens, build up the reputation, and then in turn try to build up the Latvian national team, starting the game ranked 139th, but see if you can take them back to the glory days of Euro 2004. Now, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty of international management, getting out there and playing those matches, from what I've seen so far, not a lot has changed. You still go about scouting for players, tracking players in form, searching for players with dual nationality, managing your national pool, naming your squad in pretty much the same way as before. And if we look over on the sidebar, there's still no training. There's also no data hub, one of the major new features of the game that seems to not be present for international management, unfortunately. However, we'll leave that for now. I'm going to do a video later on the things that are missing and the things that are needed to improve international management to make it more fun for everyone. But certainly with the World Cup being just a year away, with competitions like the Arab Cup here taking place shortly after the game begins, the African Cup of Nations, all the other tournaments I've shown you, there are certainly plenty of exciting opportunities for us international managers in this year's game. And don't forget to make sure you're following me here on YouTube and on social media. Check out my Steam workshop as well. The links to all of those are in the description, because when the editor is available, I will be adding to the options for international management and tournaments in the game. I hope you've enjoyed it and found it useful to have this brief look at what's going on with international management and Football Manager 2022. Let me know down in the comments which nations you're planning to manage and share your progress as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, get the bell on for notifications. Make sure you come back for the conclusion of the FM21 series that's coming up in a couple of days, and the beginnings of our FM22 series with Qatar. Check me out on Twitch as well, where I'll be managing Besiktas, which will be fun. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'm Dodgy Gamer, and I'll see you again soon.